Drink your water. Remember to drink your water. I sell this bottle on my website. Or I mean, no, I don't. I actually don't. Never mind. I thought I did. But if you want stainless steel bottles, I just recommend you go to any store and look for stainless steel bottles. They are pretty expensive, but I will be selling some on my website here soon. So if you just want to wait till they're on my website, then you can order one. I'm not gonna lie, I love this thing. I've dropped it a few times. There's a few dents on there if you could kind of see it, but it's alright. I prefer this over like plastic bottles anyways, or plastic water bottles. You don't want all those microplastics in your system, then guess what, you're gonna prefer it. But anyways, as you can see, I am wearing a beanie. I just got a haircut. I'm going to reveal my haircut in 3, 2, 1. You like the haircut, chat? Chat. Was this a pro gamer move, chat? Was this a pro gamer move? I'm just saying. I love the cut. As you know, in like the past, like, God, I don't know, like 15 videos, my hair was just like long and it was growing out and stuff. I was like, oh my God, my hair's so long. I don't like it anymore. I need to cut it. So I cut it finally, and now it looks good. I didn't cut it because I still had my bald spots, but like I was like, you know what? Who gives a shit anyways? I got a nice cut. I did the little eyebrow slit to the line thing again, so hopefully it's noticeable. Welcome back to another video, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content so far. I have a lot of plans for the future, for future videos and stuff. Before we start, I just want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Julian. I run the self-improvement YouTube channel where I try to help young men in tiny ways in the areas of business, fitness, relationships, and more. I also run an online store on the side where I sell plastic, estrogen-free products, range from like, you know, wooden spatulas and iron cast pans, like toothpaste that's good for you, like it doesn't have like fluoride and stuff in it, or plastic or anything, microplastics. That's my plan. You know, I just want to contribute my part to society, and hopefully I can help people in the process making these videos and with my store. I'm off straight into the video. Change your environment. So what do I mean by this? Maybe you clicked on the video like, okay, you know, I've kind of noticed my environment's bad. Maybe there's this person that's not really helping me. Maybe this is happening. Maybe I need to change this. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, before I get into like things to help you with changing your environment, I just want to explain the importance of like how much your environment has an impact on you as a person with your goals and your physical health and your mental health. By environment, I mean like your house, your room, where you work at, like your car, like the places where you are most. That is what is going to influence you the most. Why? Because think about it, you are what you become, right? You are what you eat. I don't know if you ever heard of that quote, but that's what it says. It's you are what you eat. For example, if you eat healthy, you're gonna feel healthy, your body's gonna be healthier and everything. But if you just eat junk food, if you eat McDonald's and pizza and 20 million things that aren't good for you, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't blah blah blah. You're just gonna feel like garbage, right? Your environment is very, very, very important. So if you live in a very toxic environment, you are not going to grow. And if you do, maybe you're not gonna grow as much as other people will who do have a good environment. That is why changing your environment and making it the best one possible for you is very, very important. Believe me, I have had experience in changing environment and having toxic environments and having good environments. So number one is going to be like the mental side of your environment. It starts with porn and doom scrolling and garbage information and just like junk food and video games and stuff. That is how you get a toxic environment that won't let you grow, because you have these bad habits that are stimulating but at the end are really bad for you. And then that way you're not going to grow at all. You're going to procrastinate on doing the work. You're gonna do whatever. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, just like an hour ago I was legit playing games on my computer. It was what, at 12:07 I was playing games on my computer. I was like, oh, you know, I don't really want to do stuff today. I didn't even make my bed yet. Like, I made my bed right now. I didn't even make my bed. I was just in bed playing games. There's people texting me and I didn't even text them because I was over here playing games. And obviously I feel ashamed by that, but I just got up. I'm like, you know what, I have to get to work. Honestly, my computer is the only gateway to playing games that I have. I don't have like a PlayStation or anything. I sold my PlayStation a long time ago because I was like, you know what, I need to really focus on YouTube and my goals and my business and stuff. So if you have all these things like porn, video games, and doom scrolling, delete the apps. Put blockers on your internet or whatever you need to do to block out porn. Meditate and stuff, because there's a lot of other ways to reduce your porn consumption, or at least, you know, just abolish it completely. But do that. With doom scrolling, delete Instagram, delete TikTok, delete all those social media platforms. Believe me, I know at first I was like, oh, what if I delete it? All my friends are gonna think like, oh, whatever. They don't care at all. They really don't care. Nobody cares if you delete or have Instagram, because if it's causing you to doom scroll and it's no benefit to you, just delete it. Delete TikTok, delete the Snapchat, delete everything. If people really want to talk to you, you can just give them your number. You're like, hey, you know, I'm deleting Snapchat, or I'm deleting Instagram, whatever, here's my number. Don't worry about all that. And also, if you delete all these, please consume information that is going to benefit you. Consume information like self-improvement YouTube videos, like these YouTube videos, like this video you're watching right now. This is somewhat productive. Obviously, you have to listen listen to these things and use them in the real world, you obviously have to put them into action, because if you just watch these videos, then you might as well just be doom scrolling, right? Watch videos like this, watch self-improvement videos, watch videos like how to, like, okay, how to clean room, how to start a business, how to make a YouTube channel, how to do this, how to do that. Because if you just consume information, like, I don't know if you've ever seen those like satisfying videos where it's like, I don't know, it's like the sand and then they're just like squishing it and you're just like, oh, it's so satisfying. That is just garbage. That is just garbage information. Think about it like this. Imagine your brain is like your house. Imagine your brain is your house, and the information you consume is kind of like the stuff you bring into your house. So like the couch and like food, like groceries and stuff, and you know, just stuff you need in the house, right? So imagine you bring like trash bags full of trash into your house as like a couch. Imagine you bring like a bunch of flies in here. Imagine you bring like cow poop into your house. That's dumb, right? That is obviously dumb. That's the same thing when you're consuming garbage information on the internet, because you're filling your brain with other people's ideas, information that is completely useless, if you get what I mean, right? Feed your brain good information. Feed your brain information that will help you, how-tos, stuff that you're going to learn. Read books. I cannot stress that enough. Books are amazing. Books are amazing sources of information. And there's so many books, like you don't even have to read self-help books. You can literally read like fantasy book, like really cool stories, maybe get obsessed with like a book series or something. Feed your brain good stuff. Feed your brain productive stuff, and feed your brain informative stuff. Not reduce porn. Get rid of porn, get rid of video games, get rid of doom scrolling. That is fundamental, because if you don't get rid of these things and you change everything else, you're gonna just immediately go back to the garbage environment. Alright, so I'm gonna start with number 2 as well, which is gonna be the physical part. First of all, I want you to reduce all the bullshit physically. If you drink out of plastic bottles, get rid of plastic bottles. As I was just saying, get yourself a stainless steel bottle. I do have some on my website, so if you want to go check that out, that's, you know, just an easy fix. But you know, if you don't have a card or anything, or I don't know, go to the store and they sell stainless steel bottles. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you, this part is stainless steel, but this part is plastic, because honestly finding fully stainless steel bottles is really hard. Just get a bottle that has the part where it contains the water as stainless steel or glass or ceramic. I mean, obviously stainless steel because it's more durable, won't break and stuff. Reduce like chemicals in your environment. Reduce plastic, like microplastic chemicals. Reduce the bullshit in your environment. So for example, maybe you live alone, or you know, maybe your parents cook for you. Give them an iron cast pan. Don't cook with the Teflon pans, because those have really bad chemicals that will disrupt your hormones and stunt you from growing as a normal individual. You know, I've talked about this in other videos, but if you don't know what gynecomastia is, it's like breast mass growing in men. So like it's kind of like boobs, but it's like for men, if you know what I mean. Obviously, you know, you don't see boobs on men, but like it's gynecomastia. It's breast mass around like the chest area, and that is because of all these bullshit chemicals that disrupt your hormones. So for example, your estrogen, which is a female hormone that develops the female body, and testosterone, which is man hormone, which develops the man's body. And these chemicals disrupt both of them, and they increase your estrogen and decrease your testosterone, which is not good for you, because obviously, you know, men, we want to maximize our testosterone to increase like our gains in the gym, to feel better, to be more ambitious and stuff like that. So reduce all this shit. Cook with iron cast pans. Don't cook with plastics. Don't microwave plastics. Get rid of like as much plastic as you can. Obviously, getting rid of 100% of plastic is virtually impossible nowadays, because everything has plastic. Like the camera has plastic, the computer has plastic, the water bottle has plastic, everything has plastic. So reduce as much of that as you can, and do your research. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. Do your research on all this. From what I've read and from what I have investigated, this stuff is really bad for us. I sell some stuff on my website. If you want to go check that out, there's a lot of stuff on there that you can replace in your house. Like I got wooden spatulas, and I got toothpaste that isn't bad for you. I even got cotton bath towels and stuff like that. Other than that, also clean your room. The amount of people that I've heard and I've seen that have like their room is just trash. It's just garbage. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've always been a clean person, so even like seeing like one piece of clothing on the floor, it like irritates me, because I can't be like that. But I know a lot of people who live like that. They have water bottles on the floor, they have dirty clothes on the floor, you know, it's just like crumbs on the floor, like chip bags and everything, and it's garbage. I mean, obviously there aren't people who are like hoarding and like have their room as a landfill, right? But clean up your room, or even organizing your stuff makes a big difference, because then that way, if your room is clean, your mind is going to be a lot cleaner. You're not going to be anxious like, oh, I can't move through this room because it's dirty, or like, okay, look, all my I don't know where my stuff is, so you're stressing about that. Really organize and clean your room as much as you can, because believe me, it is a big game changer. It takes minimal effort. Like, it takes you, like, if it's really bad, it'll take you an hour to clean your room. If it's not, you just got to move some stuff around, you know, organize some stuff, put bottles like in a row, you know, make them look nice and everything. Maybe add some decorations. Like, watch, I will show you my room. So look, it's not the best, but you can see my stuff is kind of organized. You see, like, my stuff's up there, my hats are on there, my boxes are stacked up and stuff like that. So keep your room organized, please. I beg you. It will really, really, really benefit you. All right, and the last one as the physical is going to be toxic people. So what do I mean by toxic people? So let's say, for example, and I'm speaking from experience, you have toxic parents. You know, your parents are like, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Don't do this, don't do that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't have a big solution for this. If you're around 17, 18, and you have the possibility to move out on your own or with a different relative, I really recommend you do that, because toxic people are going to be like the biggest roadblock to your goals, or like of your environment, that's going to be toxic to your environment, and then it's going to reflect onto you, meaning you can't pursue your goals as much as you can or as much as you want to, right? So I need some water real quick. God, I love water. It's like the only thing I drink. So reduce the toxic people. Okay, let's say you're older and you have a roommate who you can get rid of. If they're really, really, really bad, like let's say like they don't pick up over themselves, they cook food and leave all the dishes there, they're like really disrespectful towards you, and like it's just really bad, just get rid of them. I recommend you get rid of them. But most of the time, honestly, this is going to be with parents and with younger children. By this, I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't have a lot of control over like what your parents say or what your parents do. And I get it, believe me, I've been there. I've been living that kind of reality for about 2-3 years now, especially since we came to the US. You know, I've wanted to do so many things, wanted to pursue business in YouTube, and you know, they've just abolished it, if you know what I mean. If you can reduce toxic people, I really recommend that you do it, because they are going to be the biggest influence on your environment, and they will literally determine if you have a toxic environment or if you have a clean environment. So if you can even talk with your parents and maybe tell them like, hey, you know, I feel this way, whatever, and if they change, then thankfully, good. But other than that, if you can remove the toxic people, or if you really can't, but you have the possibility of removing yourself from the toxic environment to a better environment, so let's say moving out to your own place, moving out with different relatives, stuff like that, then I really recommend you do that. But other than that, I really don't have anything else. Believe me, I've tried talking to them, I've tried so many things, and just hasn't worked. That's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been really trying to like find different video ideas and stuff like that. Like I had an editor, he didn't bail on me, he still delivered, but it really did take him a long time. So I'm still dealing with stuff like that, because I really don't like the editing process. I just really don't like editing at all, because it's just so time consuming and I really don't even have time for it. That's why I just outsource it to other people. But anyways, if you're interested in like changing your environment, changing like the physical things, like reducing estrogenics and microplastics in your environment, then I really recommend you go to my online store. I have a few stuff on there. I don't have a lot of stuff on there, but I have a few stuff on there that you might like. Maybe you get something, improve your health, and just achieve your goals a lot faster. Remember, never stop improving yourselves.